only really reason to get a cable now is just to watch live sports. What's it called? Like Netflix. You know, HBO Go's done a very good job of, you know, providing live TV pretty much the second after it's been broadcasted. Like Game of Thrones, the minute after it goes on the air, it's on HBO Go. And so, I mean, I feel like the real step forward would come from live sports being somehow provided through cheaper means besides through Comcast.
What do you think, Andrew?
Well, I think, as we talked about before, this is the break point where the two big coveted parts of the big cable bundle have been split off in 2015. HBO a la carte, and ESPN now being available on Sling, but eventually later this year on Apple. That was huge. For ESPN to be split off on its own and not be bundled in and requiring all these other channels to be brought along with it is the big revelation in 2015. That's good. Start to unbundle all these sports stuff.
And you're listening to the Diane Ring Show. Cecilia Connie, how do you see this playing out? Are many consumers going to be like our 25-year-old listener and simply cut the cable cord?
I think you're going to definitely see much more movement to streaming, that's for sure. And, you know, it's interesting, I've tried most of the streaming services, and I thought to myself, no way would I watch Game of Thrones on my cell phone.
Exactly.
You know, it's
or
on my tablet. You know, it's just, you know, it begs for a big TV, 64 inches. I'm watching it on my iPhone, and I'm loving it. And so it's really interesting. I'm not a millennial. So I do think that some of the service, the convenience and the price might surprise some consumers who are considering this. I think some of these free trials might, you know, hook in some people who are potentially reluctant. This will be what motivates people to change is when they cannot put up with the price anymore. I think price will be a big factor. So if the cable bundle continues to get more expensive, then that will be it. If broadband prices continue to get more expensive, you might actually see people think, well, maybe it doesn't make so much sense to do all streaming. You know, so there are lots of different factors coming into play. But I do think that I can't see in 10 years really any difference from a consumer's perspective. You won't see really any difference in the experience of watching TV online and how easy or hard it is compared to cable. So I think it's difficult to justify a cable business going forward in 10, 20 years.
Do you agree, Andrew?
Oh yeah, I mean, I watch over 50% of the video that I watch now on a tablet and not on my HD screen in my living room because it's just there when I want it. I don't have to make an appointment to go to a particular room to watch this content. And if you look at what the caller said about 18 to 25-year-olds, they've started to decrease the number of hours they watch TV from 20 to 18 hours per week. The folks who are 65 and above have increased their TV watching to almost 50 hours a week.